Another outbreak of violence in the Israeli-occupied West Bank and the Gaza Strip. The Israeli soldiers today shot and killed at least 3 people at a Palestinian refugee camp. And that brings the death toll for the week, a week of violence, to at least 8. Here's ABC's Dean Reynolds.
It looked and sounded like a war zone today inside the Balaata Palestinian refugee camp near Nablus. Today's outburst occurred when a large crowd of Arabs returning from Friday prayers began pelting soldiers with stones. When tear gas and warning shots failed to end the riot, Israeli troops fired at the protesters. It's been one of the worst weeks of Arab-Israeli violence recently, not only on the West Bank, but also to the south in the Gaza Strip. With 650,000 Arabs crammed into a 28-mile by 5-mile area tightly controlled by the military, Gaza has been repeatedly scarred by this kind of rioting. A number of Arabs were wounded here today, and others were rounded up, roughed up, and in this case, spat upon by an Israeli soldier. Ask a young Arab about the riots, and he says it's the way to express Arab nationalism, and that stones are the only way to get the point across. All the recent bloodshed and violence has given rise to a fresh debate in Israel about the future of this thin coastal strip. Some Israeli officials would like to end Jewish settlements here in Gaza and withdraw the military. They argue that unlike the West Bank, Gaza has no biblical significance to Jews. But others call that surrender to the stone throwers. So while the politicians debate, the bloody turmoil in the occupied territories goes on and on. Dean Reynolds, ABC News, in the Israeli-occupied Gaza Strip.
In another incident, the Israeli army reports that 4 Arab guerrillas on a fishing boat opened fire on an Israeli patrol ship. 1 Israeli soldier was killed before the troops returned the fire, killing all 4 guerrillas.